Mic check 1 2. It's the Y2K collector, and happy Monday morning to you all. I'm sitting here trying to enjoy this cup of coffee as I get my day underway. Um, I'm actually gonna focus today on doing something that I've never done, which is doing some light soldering on a Game Boy Color game. Now, if you guys were with me over the weekend, you know exactly why I'm doing this. This game does not work. The Resident Evil Gaiden, it looks great, but it crashes basically. So I think the chip needs to be reflowed, and we're gonna take a stab at trying to do that. So that's one of the things that I'm gonna be doing today. Busy weekend. Even though I picked up the soldering iron, I just didn't get a chance to do anything because I was working on a lot of reporting this weekend for work and making videos in between. And so today I actually have a full day of just like rest and recuperation. So part of that recuperation is going to be me just relaxing and tinkering around in the game room. So perfect day to do it. It's rainy, it's slightly cold, and so not really trying to be outside too much. There are more games still coming in from the buy two get one promotion that was at this point, I think, over a week ago, because I think that ended last Sunday. So still have games, believe it or not, that are still coming in from that promotion, because I guess when you order certain games, it just takes GameStop a really long time for those games to get here. So I did get a couple of games from that promotion over the weekend, and I'll show those to you now. So one of the games that I picked up was a Switch game. So once that I saw that they didn't have any more retro, I pretty much started to look for any Switch games that I didn't have that I wanted to have in the collection, along with some PS5 games. So I picked up this copy of The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. I don't have this one, and to be honest with you, I started playing Breath of the Wild a while ago and just never got to finish it. And Tears of the Kingdom, I've never had a chance to really dive into as well. And those are two Zelda games that I really want to sink my teeth into. Breath of the Wild, I know, is a lot of people's favorite game of all time. It looks amazing. It looks incredibly vast. The open world feeling of that game it looks amazing. And I've played a little bit of it, so I want to dive into it. But Tears of the Kingdom is definitely one that I want to kind of get into as well. So I'm glad to actually have been able to get this one on discount. I know it's hard not to, but I try my best not to pay full price for these Nintendo games just because they never go down. They're always going to be $5 below whatever their MSRP was. So picked up Tears of the Kingdom, was glad to add this one in. And then a game that had eluded me during GameStop's last buy two get one, I got my hands on it. Astrobot for the PlayStation 5. So yeah, this was one that had been dodging me. And this was one of the only two games that I wanted to have physically on the PlayStation 5 for now. The other physical game was Stellar Blade. Even though I think they're coming out with some like added DLC for Stellar Blade, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm not sure if they're going to re-release that game physically with the DLC on the disc. If they do, that will be a must-have for me. But I really wanted to have Stellar Blade and Astrobot for the PlayStation 5. Those are the only two games that I was really like, I really want to have those games. So so for now, my PlayStation 5 physical collection is satiated. I don't need to add any more PS5 games to the collection. With Astrobot and Stellar Blade, I think I'm pretty good. So I did wind up picking up some modern stuff. The other day in one of my videos, I said I was kind of leaning away from modern games and going more retro. Doesn't mean I'm going to completely ignore modern games, because like I said, during the promo, I did pick up Zelda, I did pick up Mega Man, Astrobot, and then there was another game after Image. But it's been mostly retro for me. April just started, and the pile is pretty crazy. And a lot of these games, honestly, are carryover from April that are still coming in, because I said I'm not making any pickups. I'm not just doing any brand new pickups. If I pick up a game, it's going to be because I'm exchanging a game. Like either I had a game that didn't work and I had to exchange it, so I picked up another game in its place, or because I am still downsizing a good chunk of my collection and I'm getting rid of a good number of games. If I trade something away and happen to make some pickups, then I'll do that. And like I said, just with that concept in mind, April has still been a hefty um, month so far. I mean, especially for handhelds. I mean, look at the handhelds that we have so far. Extreme 2, Emerald, Dragon Ball, Hamero. I mean, I've shown those games to death. I've shown them 1,000 times in my last couple videos. But I mean, even when it comes to PlayStation 1, I mean, 5 PlayStation 1 games so far in April just started in C12, Wild 9, Rascal, Chocobo's Dungeon 2, and Blood Omen. Um, I played Rascal and almost threw up in like 10 minutes. The controls in this game are horrible. I realize now why it's $10. I forgot. I was like, why is this game $10? It looks amazing. So Rascal, here, let me take it. Rascal, despite it not looking horrible, because there are PlayStation 1 games with worse graphics than Rascal. Rascal actually doesn't really look that bad. Just mainly because of the art style of the game, but the controls are terrible on this game. The camera view is also terrible, and I think that's what really kills this game. Um, you know, yeah, that's really what it is. If they would have done a better job with the controls, I think this game could have been a lot better. It was poorly executed in that way, and yeah, just not a big fan. C12, on the other hand, is actually not that bad with the controls. This game is a lot more open world than I remember it being. It really is. Like you're walking through this dystopian looking city. And it's definitely a lot more open world. It kind of has some Metal Gear aspects to it, where you've got this intercom, and like you've got someone kind of talking to you in the intercom. You can use this, you can use this weapon. This weapon does this. Be on the lookout for such and such. So, um, but the graphics on C12 are really really rough. And it seems like when it came to the PlayStation 1, there was always that trade-off. Either a game had good graphics but terrible controls, or really good controls but like horrible graphics. And I think that's why the games that are really expensive on the PlayStation 1 are expensive, because they were able to combine good graphics for the PlayStation 1, right? So good PlayStation 1 graphics, and combine that with pretty good controls. And so that's why when you look at a lot of these, because there's a lot of PlayStation 1 games that are in that like $10 to $15 range, that conceptually are amazing, but just really poorly executed. But what can we say? This was the first generation of 3D gaming when you think about it. So they were bound to make a lot of mistakes. A lot of that was cleaned up by the 6th generation, which I think is why the PlayStation 2 is considered to have one of the best libraries, because it's the first generation that really did 3D gaming right. And yeah, if you look at what we got there, Wizardry, Tale of Forsaken Lands, Scalar, which is actually a beautiful game, man. This is a really pretty game. Just playing this for a little bit, is a lot of fun. Godfather the game. I mean, this is really like all the other Godfather games. Mob Ties, the Don's Edition. They just have like little stuff in there here and there, but this is still cool to have on the PlayStation 2. With all the extras that come in the game, that's what kind of makes owning this physically worth it. I don't know if you get a map and stuff in the one for the PSP. I gotta look that up. But I don't have a map or anything with the version that I have on the PlayStation 3. So having the map and all that extra stuff is cool. And then you have this Jet Set Future on the Xbox. That was one that I wanted to snag as well. So April's been a busy month. It's been an interesting month. I didn't think that a soldering iron was going to be a part of my pickups so far for the month, and I think a few people asked me if I was able to fix it. Shout out to Gamers Manual. He reached out and asked if I was able to fix it. Gamers Manual, if you're watching, I will let you know, because I'm going to attempt to fix it today. If I am able to fix it, great. If I am able to fix this game, I probably will start going after more broken games and just fixing them myself. Because if they're broken, odds are they're going to be a lot cheaper than just finding these games new. So And that will be sick. That would be a great new skill to have. So I will let you guys know. I'm thinking about recording the soldering process, but my game room is in a bit of a shambles right now just because I'm rearranging some things. I actually brought down a old school Toshiba CRTV. So I just brought down my old school Toshiba down in here. And I have three screens in here now. I have like my main large gaming TV. I have a mini flat screen that I also have in this room that you guys have seen. But now I also have like pretty much like an 18-inch CRT TV that I'm probably going to use for my PlayStation 1 import, because I think the import PS1 plays the best on that screen, because I have to use a coax cable for that console, just because it's import. If I try to use like any kind of audio video cables, AV cables, the distortion is pretty bad. So, and I pretty much have that PlayStation 1 for one game, Rapid Reload, which I may stream. I did my first stream over the weekend, and a lot of you were asking me to do some more streams. So I'm gonna figure out how to do more of that as well. It's gonna be a busy day. Also, I am long overdue for an edited video. I haven't done an edited video for the channel in so long. So that is something that I really owe you guys, and I'm gonna be doing as well. So a lot to do today, but I am gonna take it easy. It's been a very busy week, so I'm gonna pace myself. And I'll let you guys know what's going on. But that does it for me. It's the Y2K Collector. I will catch you in the next video. Take it easy.